The Apollo project is obviously a project that's visionary.
Yes, thank you. I support alternative energy 100%. But we also need an Apollo program for oil. Who are we fooling? We need 2,000 oil rigs. Designing these oil rigs, that's a job. Building these oil rigs, that's a job. Maintaining these oil rigs with electricians, plumbers, welders, grinders, painters, plumbers, maintenance people, those are jobs. Those are good American jobs that cannot be exported. And these jobs, the Democrats do not talk about. And that makes me angry to the point where I want to join Al-Qaeda. Thank you.
You can watch other countries create industries and the jobs that will fuel our future.
Yeah, Obama, thanks to you, we will be exporting more American jobs. Thanks a lot. Good job.
Ed Markey of Massachusetts is the chairman.
So on April Fool's Day, the biggest joke of all is being played on American families by Big Oil while using every trick in the book. Second, your companies and the Bush administration must support, not oppose, legislation that will unleash the renewable revolution we need in order to become energy independent and cut global warming emissions. The American people deserve answers, and it is time for Big Oil to go on record.
I spoke with a woman about a week ago who earns $18,000 a year and can't afford to fill up her tank to get to work. I came here prepared to hear everyone say it's not our fault.
What kind of car does she drive?
I think it is the fault of people in this room.
The suggestions that I don't want to hear are that we're going to keep drilling where we already know folks in our district, particularly California, do not want to allow for more drilling along our coast and opening up old refineries like in the city of Whittier. The price of a gallon of gasoline in my district, East Los Angeles, San Gabriel Valley, working class blue collar, is upwards of $3.69 a gallon. For diesel, it's over $4.
Now, I strongly believe one solution to this oil addiction is an increased use of domestically produced biofuels, such as ethanol, which have the potential to meet a significant portion of our nation's energy needs over the coming decades.
The world's economy runs on energy. Americans depend on it every day to fuel their cars, heat their homes, and power their businesses. Because energy is so important, all of us have a responsibility to engage in an open, honest, informed debate about our energy future that is grounded in reality and intent on finding viable solutions.
We need all forms of energy, plus conservation and energy efficiency. First, the oil and gas development can occur in an environmentally responsible way. Our joint venture, Motiva, is spending around $7 billion to double the capacity of its refinery at Port Arthur, Texas. When finished, it will be one of the largest refineries in the U.S. and the world.
I'm Vice Chairman of Chevron Corporation, and I'm here today proudly representing 59,000 Chevron employees, 27,000 of whom work here in the United States. 4 years ago, we sent a letter to members of Congress, the administration, cabinet members, as well as trade associations and think tanks. It foreshadowed the issues we face today and included concrete ideas for action. The letter said we face a new reality: volatility, high prices, greater competition for resources, and heightened geopolitical risks. Today, this new reality is here. There are a billion people who enjoy our standard of living, and there are billions more striving for the same.
Very sorry to say, I'm very sorry to say, I'm very sorry to say, but I don't like you. I'm very sorry to say, I don't like you. I'm very sorry, I'm very sorry, I'm very sorry to say, I don't like you.
That's not realistic.
You're damn right we're not.
There are a billion people who enjoy our standard of living, and there are billions more striving for the same. And the declining value of the dollar has only worsened the situation. The situation is not sustainable, and it's time to take urgent action.
In the very same oil companies that have blocked our progress for so long.
So what are we doing? Chevron produces almost 1 billion barrels of oil equivalent a year, and as large as that number sounds, it serves less than 3% of world demand. And in the U.S., our refineries produce 6 billion gallons of gasoline each year, another large number, but that's less than 5% of America's gasoline consumption. Between 2002 and 2007, Chevron invested approximately $73 billion in new energy supplies, more than we earned. This year, we'll spend another $23 billion, including $2.3 billion in U.S. refining and marketing activities. We've added 1 million gallons a day in gasoline capacity over the last 2 years. Let's talk about renewable energy. Today, Chevron is the world's largest producer of geothermal energy. Between 2007 and 2009, we plan to spend $2.5 billion on renewables and energy efficiency services. We formed a range of partnerships to pursue next-generation biofuels. Let me give you one example. We teamed up with Weyerhaeuser Corporation because we need partners. They know plants, we know fuels. Together, we provide the unique combination necessary to meet this challenge. But it will take time to have a meaningful impact. A large biofuels plant in the U.S. produces in a year what one of our refineries produces in a single week. The enormous scale of the energy system means that we must continue to bring traditional energy supplies to market. We can't expect other countries to expand their resource development to meet our needs as we limit our development without good reason. Thank you very much.
90% of the Democrats in this Congress have voted against supply, vote after vote after vote for the last 15 years.
I'd give you $10 if you got those boots on.
I no longer have this problem because I can really...
Know your power.
Women around this country are having to make a decision between a gallon of gas or a gallon of milk. This is unacceptable.
You continue to drive the SUV. Is that right?
That's correct. I didn't need to drive the SUV. That's what I'm saying. I didn't need to drive it.
But you did.